Oh? What's this? You don't usually return to the forest 2 nights in a row. Has something happened, darling? Darling? Are you crying? Come here. Come here. Let me look at you. Now, I want you to be honest with me, okay? Did somebody hurt you? Not exactly. What do you mean by that? You told somebody about me? No, I'm not mad at you for that. I am a bit worried about the direction that this story is going, though. Do continue, darling. What happened after you told somebody about me? They said that you were out of your mind? Did they think that you were making it up, or did they think that you were foolish for trusting me? I see. They think that I'm using you. That isn't how they put it? How did they say it then? They said that you're allowing a monster to use you? They blamed you? I want to make something very clear to you, darling. I am not using you. All right? I did have that thought when we first met. However, you truly captured my heart. You know this, don't you? Good. However, if I were using you, and remember, I am not, I truly love you, and I want you to come and see me anytime you can. Though, I wish it were under better circumstances. But that's beside the point. If I were using you, it would not be your fault. Do you understand? I am a creature far more powerful than any of you humans. I could control you just by looking you in the eyes and giving you a command. How is a human supposed to resist that? Especially if they don't know about this power of mine. You could look me in the eyes thinking that I was another human, and then I could easily have you under my control. Wouldn't that be unfortunate? You don't think so? Why is that, darling? You think that if I were using you, you wouldn't have to leave every morning? Darling, that isn't how this works. You know this by now. I know that you dislike this rule, but it's there for a reason. What reason? Darling, if I were to keep you here, even if you agreed to stay, your village would think that I had taken you against your will. They would think that I intended to use my magic to enslave you. Or worse, that I intended to kill you. I want you to be with me forever, darling. I do. But it's too dangerous. After all, if I kept you, if you allowed me to keep you, they would come after me. They would capture me and kill me. And if you tried to speak out against them, darling, they would think that you were still under my control, or that you were some kind of witch. They would kill you too. I hate that I have to send you away every morning. Believe me, I do. But it's worth it to guarantee your safety. What? You aren't safe in your village? Why is that? People started asking questions about me after you first told them? What kinds of questions? They wanted to know if I lived close to the village. They wanted to know if I've been taking anyone else at night. That isn't all? What else aren't you telling me, darling? When you tried to defend me, they implied that you might be my accomplice? You fear that they'll hurt you. There is a way for you to stay with me, if you truly want to. However, it is rather painful. Yes, my darling. It would be a guarantee that we could be together for all eternity. What would we need to do? Well, to begin, I would have to feed from you. More than I usually take from any of my victims. I would need to feed from you until you were on the verge of death. And then you would have to drink some of my blood. Yes, darling. What I mean to say is, I would have to turn you into a creature like me. Yes, darling. I am undead. This is where the most painful part of the process begins. I would have to watch as your soul bent, twisted, and snapped in order to take over your body. For you see, after this process, your body will begin to die. And if your soul isn't in complete control of your body will begin to rot. You would be a walking corpse, not a true creature of the night like myself. I hate the thought of seeing you in so much pain. But if that's what you want, my darling, if you truly wish to be with me for all eternity, I wouldn't hesitate to do it. What happens after your soul finishes reshaping? The pain will become a lot duller. It will feel like you're slowly freezing. Your body will die. Your heart will stop beating. Your blood will stop circulating. It isn't nearly as painful as what happens to your soul. In fact, compared to that, it almost feels relieving. But this process can never be undone. Once you become one of us, there's no going back. And once you become one of us, nothing can save your soul in the event that a human manages to kill you. You will be damned for all eternity, condemned to suffer in purgatory if you were to die, truly die. Most people can't even begin to imagine a fate like that, much less actually committing to it. I understand if you have your doubts. I'll understand if you decide that this isn't something you want. Even if it isn't what you want, I could still take you with me. We could leave this forest, find a new one, and we could stay together until your dying breath. Whatever you choose, as long as you're safe and happy, I'll be the happiest man in the world. You think... what, darling? You think that you wish to become a creature like me? Really? You've been thinking about this a lot? Tell me, darling. Do you love me like I love you? Would you do anything to be with me? Would you be willing to die for me? That's all the confirmation I needed, darling. If you truly wish to do this, I won't stop until I've done absolutely everything in my power to keep you with me forever. Of course I mean it, darling. I love you with all of my heart and soul. I love you more than I love life itself. I am obsessed with you. I have been ever since I first laid eyes on you. I'm not going to let those people take you away from me. So if this is truly what you want, be good for me and tilt your head a little so that I have better access to your neck. And for your sake, to make sure it doesn't hurt any more than it has to, hold still, all right? And try not to scream while I drain the life from you.